My today topic is functions. It is from grade 8. My name is AFZAL Mohammed. So today we are going to learn the topic functions. Most of the student has doubt in this topic, so I selected this topic. Today you will learn in a very easy way the concept of function. The objectives which we are going to learn today are: number one, to learn the concept of input, function machine and output. Number two, to learn about vertical line test. Number three, to learn the concept of linear and nonlinear function. Number four, to learn about function table and concept to construct linear function. We will be not going in detail, but you will get the clear concept by today's class, and I hope you will learn very well. Dirham is the input. I am going to recharge now. Here is the add balance. So I am going to recharge card with 10 dirham. I selected cash with receipt. So I insert 10 dirham as input, and this machine is like a function machine now. So you can see it is processing. Now I take out my card and my output, I got it here as the receipt. See, this is my output. I have 1 dirham coin. This is my input. Now you see I put it here. This gumball machine is as a function machine. It acts as a function machine. See, now it is processed. Now you can see the output here. So I got my output, the gumball, which is in my hand now. Now boys, we are going to start the class. So here boys, first input. This input I will put in function machine. Then the function machine will process the input and I will get the output. As I have shown you in the video, we discussed already what is input, what is function machine, what is output by mean of example. Now boys, here what I will do, I will take some numbers like 1, 2 and 3, and here also I will take some numbers like 4, okay, 5 and 6. So these numbers 1, 2, 3, I call them as input. I put them in the function machine and I got the output as 4, 5, 6. So boys, here what is the rule of the function machine? Can you guess? If suppose I take the in function machine as x plus 3. Okay, so what is x here boys? I told that I will take here the in function machine, I will take the rule as x plus 3. Now what is x? The input which I am taking here, these all input generally we call them as x. We call these values of the input as x boys. Now I will show you. It's very nice topic actually, functions. So the input values we call them as x. Now the rule is x plus 3. I keep 1 in place of x. When I keep 1 in place of x boys, 1 plus 3, I get 4. So I get the output 4. So 1 maps to 4. Again, in place of x, I put 2. 2 plus 3, I get 5. 2 maps 5. Then again in place of x I keep 3. 3 plus 3, I get here 6. So 3 maps 6. Now boys, what I want to see here, in higher grades, first here this input values we call them as x, and the output which we got 4, 5, 6 we call it as these values as y. And this rule, when you go in grade 9 and grade 10, they will call this input values as domain. They'll give one name, they'll call it as domain, boys. And in domain we have x values, that is input values 1, 2, 3, and here we have another, that is codomain. In codomain we have the values 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so for each input there is one output, and here the rule was, we call it as f at x is equal to x plus 3, function at x. Most of the people, I will clear this, then I will discuss with you. Boys, wait 1 second, boys. I will erase these things. Actually this topic is very big, and might be I will miss some details, so just I am giving you the brief. Some other time I will continue the lesson with you in detail. I will take each topic and discuss in detail. So here boys, what I told you here, domain we say domain, here we say codomain, here I say the function f at x is equal to x plus 3. Boys, here these values are known as x. Okay, I say suppose take 1, 2, 3. In place of x, if I write 1, f at 1 is equal to 1 plus 3. In place of x I keep 1. So in the function in place of x I keep 1. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So I got 4. So we say 1 maps to 4. So f at 1 is 4, and this value 4 I got, okay, we call it as y, or we also call it as f of x. F of x, y is nothing but it is equal to f of x. F of x, or we can get the image. What is the image of 1? Image of 1 is 4. That is f of x. So f of x is the image. 4 is the image. F at x is a function, and f of x is a real number, that is the image. But most of the time the people says the image, the number in the codomain output as f of x, and function also f of x. It will be better if you say the function as f at x. If I take 2, in place of x I keep 2. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. When I take the input 2, I get 5. So 2 maps to 5. So what is 5? 5 is f of x, a real number. But what is f at x? F at x is a function. When I take 3, f at 3 is equal to 3 plus 3, that is 6. So here I get 6. So boys, actually all these numbers which are the images of x, f of x, they are known as range. Now there is little difference between range and codomain. I will discuss with you after this. Now what I want to say, boys, here, listen carefully now. So input values are x values, that are in, those are in the domain, and codomain we have y values, those are nothing but the output. One more thing, boys, Now see here, I just take the, I write this number x value here, x value and y value, x number and y number. I write input and output in the bracket. I call it as ordered pair. In ordered pair, boys, the first number is known as first coordinate. We call it as first coordinate. And the second number, boys, we call it as second coordinate. Now, this first point we can also call it as x coordinate, and the second number we can call it as y coordinate. These are the different names, and the first number we can also call it as abscissa, and the second number we can call it as ordinate. So these are the different names, boys, given to the numbers which are in the ordered pair. And now the main thing which I want to tell you, see, now I got this ordered pairs with input and output 1, 4, 2, 5 and 3, 6. This set of ordered pair, I can call it as relation. What is relation? A relation is nothing but it is a set of ordered pairs. Set of ordered pairs. A relation is a set of ordered pairs. So what is set? That is a different thing I will discuss with you another time. So here we enclose these ordered pair in flower bracket. We call them a set. So a set of ordered pair is known as a relation. Then what is the difference between relation and function? So why you are calling this relation as function? Now boys, see here, I will show you. Here I will do one thing. I will draw a line, and what I will do now, I'm thinking, okay. I will take another set. Here I will take 2, 3, 4 in domain, the x values, and y values I will take as 5 and 6. Here I will do the mapping. 2 maps 5, 2 maps 5. Then I will map 3 also with 5, then 4 with 6, and 2 also map 6. So here I will write the ordered pair, boys. 2, 5, 3, 5, then 4, 6, and 2, 6 also. And here I will write the ordered pairs as set of ordered pair as 1, 4, 2, 5, and 3, 6. If you observe carefully, boys, here see the first element 1, 2, and 3. They are different. That means each input has one output. 1 is mapped to only one element. One input has one output. 1 maps 4. 2 maps 5. One input is having one output. 3 maps 6. One input has one output. But when you see here the number 2, it is mapped with 5. 2 maps 5, and 2 also maps 6. So 2 is mapped to two numbers. 2 is coming two times. So in such type of mapping, in this relation, in this set of ordered pair, two ordered pair has the same first element. So in such case, we do not call it as function. If function means the function is a special type of relation in which one input, each input has exactly only one output. That means no two ordered pair should have same first element. Here we have two. Here ordered pair 2, 5 in 2 and 5 we have 2 as the input, and in ordered pair 2 and comma 6 we have 2 as the input. So these two ordered pair are having the same input. And one more thing, boys, all the numbers in the domain, then all the inputs should be mapped. But this is not the case for output. You can have in the codomain one number left. And one more thing, boys, here 2 is mapped to 5. You see 3 is also mapped to 5. It's okay. Okay, two input can have the same output, but output should not have the same input. Now one more thing, just see here. I'll do one more thing. I will erase this. Now so I will take 2, 3, here I will take 4, 5, here 7. Okay, now here I will map 2 to 4, okay, 3 to 7, and 5 is left unmapped. 5, the number 5 is left unmapped. It's okay. When I take the ordered pairs, it will be, boys, when I take the ordered pair, when I take the ordered pair, boys, it will be 2, 4 and 3, 7. Here these two ordered pair have different first element. So such type of relation in which the first element, the input are different, they are known as function. No two ordered pairs should have the first coordinate same, and each input should be mapped. For each input there is one output, and if any number is left in the codomain, okay, see this is codomain, boys. So in codomain what we have, 4, 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, and range. And in range, what we have 4 and 7, the mapped numbers, the numbers which are mapped, those are in range. And one more thing, if any, you may have confusion in your mind, if any input is left, it is unmapped, suppose, then it is not a function. All the inputs should be mapped, boys. Suppose I have, okay, I will do one thing. Here I take 2, 3, 4, and here in another one I will take 5 and 6. Now, boys, okay, what I will do, I map 2 to 5, and suppose this is 4. So I'll take another color, 4, so it appears 2 maps 5, and 4 maps 6, but 3 is left unmapped. Okay, so for each input there should be one output. Here 3 is left unmapped, so this we will not call it as function. So this I discussed with you about the input, output, and what is domain, what is codomain, and what is range. All things we discussed here, boys. Now what I am going to do, I am going to tell you next about the vertical line test. Might be. Now boys, see, I have drawn the line, vertical line. Now the vertical line touches this graph at one point, that is this point boys, 2 comma minus 2. So when we draw a vertical line, if you cut the graph at one place, then I already told you then that graph will be a function. If boys, on this line, if I take the ordered pair like 2 comma minus 2 I have taken, if I take this point, okay, it will be 4 comma minus 2, this point, and if I take this point and this point, and I was, if I take these points, if I take different points, if I take different points here boys, okay, I will take another color, okay, so that, okay, do one thing, I'll mark this point clearly. So if I take some of the points here, you can take many points on this line. I'm taking the few ordered pairs. I will write it here. So when I take the ordered pairs boys, 4 comma minus 2 and 2 comma minus 2, it starts with 2 comma minus 2, okay, 2 comma minus 2, then 4 comma minus 2, then 6 comma minus 2, then 8 comma minus 2. I have taken a few ordered pairs. So now when you see the first element, the first coordinate, the x coordinate, they are entirely different. So when two ordered pairs, no two ordered pair have the same first element, the same first coordinate, then we call that relation as a function. And this function y equal to minus 2, okay, it is a straight line, horizontal line. I can call it as special type of linear function. I will discuss with you afterward in any other class. Now we'll move to the next graph. Now boss, here in previous graph we have seen about the horizontal line. I told it is a function, but here the line given is a vertical line. If you see this point, okay, this point, and if you see this point, if you see this point, if you see this point, if I take these points over, if I take this point, if I take this point, if I take this point, now I will write the ordered pairs. So what are the ordered pairs of these lines boys? Here it is 3, x value 3, y value 0, here x value 3, y value 1, here x value 3, y value 2, here x value 3, y value 3, here x value 3, y value minus 1, here 3 minus 2, here 3 comma minus 3. When you see in all these ordered pairs boys, very carefully, if you see the first coordinate is 3. All the ordered pair has the same input. No two ordered pair should have the first same coordinate. If two ordered pair have the same input, that the given graph is not a function. Not a function. If a line is straight, if it's a straight line and it is in slant position, it is not vertical, then you can call it as a function. And but vertical line is never a function boys. This is not a function because the value of x coordinate is same. Now I will move to the next graph. Now boys, see in this graph he has given different points. He has given the see here he has given us the point F, point C, the point B, point A, point D, point E, and he's asking us whether this given graph is a function or not. Is a function or not. Here we have to answer this, okay, whether the given graph is a function or not. Now to find this, we will again do the vertical line test to find out whether the given graph is a function or not. Now boys, see here I have drawn a vertical line. You may have seen the line passes through the points of A and B. Now I will take different color. I will take inshallah red color I will take if possible. So when I draw the line, this line passes through the 2 points A and B. X coordinate is 1, the value of x coordinate is 1, and you can see here the value of x coordinate is 4. So the ordered pair here become 1, 4, and here the value of x coordinate is 1 and the value of y coordinate is -2. So see, in this 2 ordered pair the first coordinate is 1. Same. For the condition of function, no 2 ordered pair should have the same first coordinate. The input should not be same, but here 2 ordered pair has the same input. Okay, for each input there should be one output. For one input, one output. So here this given graph is not a function. Not a function. Now boys, we will move to the next graph. Now boys, the given graph, this given graph, we have to find whether this given graph is a function or not. Function or not. Okay, we'll find out whether the given graph is a function or not, but it's very clear it's not a straight line. That means it will not be a linear function. If it is a function, it will be a non-linear function. Non-linear function, because you know linear function means it will be a straight line. Now we'll see, we'll do the vertical line test. Now boys, see, I have drawn the line. Now we will see whether the given graph, since this line cuts the graph at one point, therefore I can say that it is a function. Of course it is a function. And it is not a straight line, therefore I can call it as non-linear function. Non-linear function. One more thing boys. See, if I see this graph, one point is here, that is x value is -1 comma y value is 1, this point, and another point x -2 y4 boys. This is the exact location, x -2 comma y4, and if I take -3, this point boys, x -3 y9, x -3 comma 9, and if I take this side x1 comma y1, and if I take this point x2 comma y4, and if I take this point boys, x3 comma y9. What I want to show you here is, see here, if I take the value of x, I will take one thing, I will do one thing boys, wait, x, and here I will take the value of y. If x value is, I will take here -3, suppose if the value of x is -3, so I will get the value of y as 9. It is nothing but y is equal to x square, that is -3 square, that is -3 times -3. If I multiply -3, I will do it here, -3 times -3, minus times minus will be plus, 3 times 3 is 9. Do it here as a rough column. If I take -2, x value -2, so I got 4, that is -2 square boys. 2 times 2, if I -2 square means I multiply -2 2 times. Minus times minus is plus, 2 times 2 is 4. If I take minus 1, I get 1. If I take 0, here I get 0 because 0 is square. 0 times 0 is 0. Now boys, I will do one thing. I will erase all these things. What I want to show you a main thing. See here. I'll erase this also. Now boys, the main thing which I want to show you now. I will take here x and here the value of y as I was doing there. So if I take the value of x as 1, I get the value of y. This is. I will get the value of y also as 1. If I take the value of x2, I get y value 4. If I take the value of x as 3, the value of y is 9. Now, if I see the rate of change means change in output values divided by change in input values. It is same as slope, boys. Now see here, I will erase this since I didn't have the space. I'll just write here x and y values. Here I will write x and y. Now I'll do one thing. Now boys, from this I will subtract this. I will consider this as y2 and this as y1, this as x1 and this as x2. So y2 minus y1, boys, the change in output values, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what I will get, I will do it here. Now what is y2, boys? You see here y2 is 4. Is it correct, boys? Just check the values. y2 is 4 minus y1 is 9 divided by x2 minus 2 minus x1 minus 3. Now minus times minus will be plus. Here I will get 9 minus 4, 5, bigger number, minus sign. Here minus 2, minus times minus is plus, so plus 3. Here I get minus 5 over 1. So I get the value as minus 5. Now I will take another value, that is minus 2 comma 4 and minus 1 comma 1. I will consider this as x2 and y2. So from first two ordered pair I got the value of m as minus 5. Now I will take another pair. Now see here, I will erase all this coordinate so that, okay. Now here, boys, I will take another pair, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. From the previous one I get the rate of change, that is change in y values by change in x values, as minus 5. That is slope value, I got minus 5. Now I will take another pair. Here now I will consider, I will erase this so that you should not get confused. Now I will erase this x1 and this also. I will erase everything from here. I will erase. Okay. Now I will take these two values, boys. Now I will take this pair. I will consider 4 as y1 and 1 as y2 and minus 2 as y1 and minus 1 I will take as y2. Now we will see. Now what is y2 now? Y2 is 1 minus, what is y1 boys? 4, okay, divided by, what is x2? Minus 1. Here it is x1 and x2 boys, sorry, this is x1, this is x2, y1 y2, and this is x1 x2 boys. I told x1 x2, but see here I have written different thing, so you should be very careful boys. This 2 has x, minus 2 has x1, minus 1 has x2, so x2 is minus 1, then minus x1 is minus 2, so 4 minus 1 will be 3, minus 3, begin numbers and minus, here minus time minus will be plus, so minus 1, minus time minus, plus 2, so minus 3, 2 minus 1 will be 1, so I got the value, the rate of change, that is change in output. Y is known as output divided by change in input. So rate of change, that is slope, as minus 3. So here when we see, in the first case I got the slope as minus 5, in second case I get the value as minus 3. That means the rate of change is not constant, that means slope value is differ. Y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 value differ for different points. If the rate of change is constant, then it is a linear graph, but it's not constant, it's differ. The slope value at, when I take the two ordered pair minus 3 comma 9 and minus 2 comma 4, these 2 points when I have taken, I got minus 5. When I selected these points minus 2 comma 4 and minus 1 comma 1, these 2 points I got minus 3. Therefore this given graph is non-linear function. Of course it is a function, but now boys, this is the given graph, the circle. We have to find whether this given graph is a function or not. So again we'll apply the same test, that is vertical line test, to find whether this graph is a function or not. Now see here boys, I have drawn the line, the given line cuts the circle at 2 points. See I have different color, so you can see it very carefully. So when I draw the vertical line, it cuts the circle at 2 different points. That means the given graph is not a function. The given graph is not a function. So a graph, what is the condition for a graph to be a function? If you draw a vertical line, the vertical line should cut the graph at only 1 point. If it cut at more than 1 point, then the graph is not a function. Now boys see here, whenever boys see such type of figure, they get confused. So to find out whether it is a function or not. So don't worry, again we'll use the same, the vertical line test, to find whether this given graph is a function or not. Now boys see here, I have drawn the vertical line. Now see very carefully, I'll use different color, green color now. Now see here boys, when I have drawn the vertical line, this vertical line cuts this graph at 1 point. That means the given graph is a function. Oh, I will use black color, it will be good. So boys, this is a function, of course, but this function is a non-linear function. Non-linear function. Why non-linear function, boys? It's non-linear. This is very important. Non-linear function, because it is not a straight line. And if you check the rate of constant, that is change in output values divided by change in input values, they will differ. Therefore this is of course a function, but it is a non-linear function, boys. Now see here boys, this is the line given to you. Now you see this point, This line intersect the y-axis. This is the y-axis, and this is of course horizontal line x-axis at a point 4, at a number 4. This is known as y-intercept. We call it as y-intercept. So y is equal to mx plus b. In American curriculum we use b. In Indian curriculum most of the time we use mx plus c, we say y-intercept value. So we come to know about the y-intercept value, that is y is equal to, I will write here mx plus, in place of b I will write 4. So we don't know the value of m, that is slope. Okay, suppose I consider this point, okay, x1 comma y1, this point. So boys, if I come down like this, okay, this rise, if I take this as run, okay, how many from 4 minus 1, that is 3. Slope we can find like this also, boys. Slope is equal to rise over run. What is rise? It's nothing but y2 minus y1, and what is run? X2 minus x1. So here the y2 will be 4 and y1 will be 1. So we move how many steps? 1, 2, 3. That 4 minus 1, that is 3. That is 3. And run is this distance, boys. 1 minus 0. Here x2 is 1 and x1 is 0. This distance run. So 3 over 1, that is 3. So I got the value of this. I got the equation as linear equation as y is equal to 3x plus 4, the equation of this line. Now boys, if I take, suppose, the ordered pair, I'll do with, now see here what I will do. I will take two ordered pair. But one more thing I want to tell you, boys, this line is moving from up to down, from left to right. So here the more important thing which I want to say you, the sign. The sign of this slope will be minus. Y is equal to minus 3x. It's minus 3x plus 4, boys. Not 3x, minus 3x. Whenever we have the line, it moves from left to right, from downward direction to upward direction, we take the slope as positive, and this slope we take as negative. I will show you. I will take x0 y4. Now see x0 y4 and x1 y1, these 2 points, boys, x1 y1, because these two are the point, these 2 points are on this given line. Now boys, x1 y1 x2 y2. Now boys, formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now what is y2, boys? 1. Then minus y1 4 divided by x2 1 minus x1 0. So 4 minus 1 is 3, bigger number side, minus 1 minus 0 is 1, that is minus 3. So I got the value as minus 3. So we construct the equation of line like this, boys. So remember, slope is nothing but rise over run. And boys, we'll do another graph. Please like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching the video. Mohammed Afzal will meet you again in the next video. Till then, bye bye.